So previously we have discussed the equations which are directly not in linear form, but with a suitable substitution we can bring them in linear form. That is, we will replace x and y with some other variables and we will get it in linear form and solve those new variables. So these are the application problems based on the same concept. From the same exercise, the application problems now we will be discussing. So the first problem, Ritu can row downstream 20 kilometer in 2 hours and upstream 4 kilometer in 2 hours. Now what is downstream and upstream? First you need to understand that. Now in a river, the river is flowing in a particular direction with a certain speed. So there's a certain current in the water. So the speed of the current, when a person or a boat or anything that is there in the river goes in the same direction as that of the current. Okay, the direction in which the river is flowing, if someone is going in the same direction, then the speed of that person increases. That the speed of the current gets added with their own speed and the speed will increase. So downstream means same direction as that of the current. Upstream, on the other hand, means going in the opposite direction of the current. That means a river is going in one direction and the person is going in opposite direction. So in that case, the speed will get reduced. So two cases will be formed, one for downstream and one for upstream. And from both the cases, you will be forming two equations and then solving it. So here, speed of Ritu in still water, we are taking as x kilometer per hour. So let us assume that there is no current in the river and the water is still. So only the person's speed will be x kilometer per hour. And speed of the water current is y kilometer per hour. So when the person is going downstream, that is along the current in the same direction as that of the current, then the speed will be x plus y. The own speed of the person plus the speed of the current. So the speed will increase. Downstream speed, on the other hand, will be x minus y. That is the person's speed minus the speed of the current. So using these two speeds, you will find time. Now time downstream, she's taking 2 hours for traveling 20 kilometers. So time is distance by speed. So that is 20 divided by x plus y. Downstream speed is x plus y. So with that, you will get an equation. That is your first equation. X plus y is equal to 10. So this is your first equation. Second case will be for downstream. That is speed in case of upstream. Speed in case of upstream will be x minus y. Now upstream, it is going 4 kilometer in 2 hours. So the distance has reduced to 4 kilometer. So again, we will apply the same formula, time is distance by speed, and form the second equation. So second equation is x minus y equal to 2. And then solve equations 1 and 2 by elimination method. You can do it very easily by elimination. X plus y equal to 10 and x minus y equal to 2. You can eliminate y and you will get x equal to 6. And y will be, after substituting in any one of the equations, you can find y equal to 4. So Ritu's speed is 6 kilometer per hour and speed of the water current is 4 kilometer per hour. Any queries in this question? Now here, why are we doing x minus y? And will it make any difference if I do y minus x? Students, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, any one of you, only one person who wants to answer this can unmute the mic and say, um, this upstream speed, now downstream is x plus y. X plus y or y plus x will not make any difference. My question is, will x minus y or y minus x make any difference? It will make a difference to the answer, but why is it x minus y and not y minus x? Because this is a common mistake made. So please understand why it is x minus y and why not y minus x.
Ma'am, it's because the we are applying some speed and the water is cutting off our speed. So that's why it
Yes.
is x minus y and not y minus x.
What
Because
will
our
happen if
speed,
it is y minus x? What will happen is if
ma'am. So it will be like the water is giving us speed and we are cutting off the speed. We are cutting the speed of the water,
in
not
that
the
case,
water.
okay. Can I know your name, please?
Ma'am, Ujjwal.
Ujjwal. In that case, will the person move forward or backwards?
Ma'am, it will. The person will move. The person will move backward. I think
Yes,
so.
yes. In case the speed of water current is more than the speed of the person or the speed of the boat, whatever we are talking about, in that case, there will be no forward movement. So you will not write y minus x, that will be wrong. Now here we are assuming since the person has traveled 4 kilometer, he is able to come ahead. That means his own speed would have been more than speed of the current. So that is why x is greater than y always, and that is why it is x minus y and not y minus x. So please don't make that mistake. So yeah, speed of Ritu is 6 kilometer per hour and speed of the water current is 4 kilometer per hour after solving. Another very important question, the second one, two women and five men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while three women and six men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work and also the time taken by one man alone. So here we will take time taken by one woman alone, let it be x days. That means in total x number of days, one woman can finish the entire work. And in y days, one man alone can finish the entire work. So one woman's 1 day's work. Now this is the fraction of the work which I'm talking about. So for example, I take 5 days to complete uh, some work. A piece of work I complete in 5 days. So in 1 day, what portion of the work will be completed? It will be 1 by 5th of the work. So if I'm taking 2 days to finish a work, in 1 day I can finish half of the work. Okay, if I'm taking 4 days to finish the work, then in 2 days I can complete half of the work. So in same way, if a person is taking 10 days in to finish the entire work, in 1 day he can finish 1 by 10th of the work. That is the fraction of the work he can complete in that much time. So if one woman is taking x days to complete the entire work, in 1 day she will finish 1 by x portion of the work. Same way, one man is taking y days totally to finish the entire work. So he can finish 1 by y portion of the work in 1 day. Now, if both of them are working together, then in 1 day they will finish 1 by x plus 1 by y. So using that, the first condition is given, two women and five men. Now this is for one woman is 1 by x. Now if two women are there, it will be 2 into 1 by x. That is 2 by x. Same way, 1 by y, this is for one man. If there are five men, then it will be 5 into 1 by y. So 5 by y. And together they are taking 4 days. So 4 multiplied by this, because this is 1 day's work. So 4 days work will be 4 multiplied by this entire thing, 2 by x plus 5 by y. This is equal to 1. Why 1? Because they are finishing the entire work. So whole is denoted by 1. Okay, so this will be my first equation, 2 by x plus 5 by y equal to 1 by 4. Now, same way for the second condition. Second condition is 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. So, in the same one, I will replace 3 women, so 3 by x, 6 men, so 6 by y. This will be 1 day's work. 3 days work will be 3 multiplied by the entire thing, and that is equal to 1 because they are finishing the whole work. So fraction for whole is 1. So 3 by x plus 6 by y equal to 1 by 3. This is the second equation. Now, after forming the equation, I can substitute 1 by x as p and 1 by y as q to get it in linear form. And the same procedure will be followed. After that, solving the equations can be done using any method. Once you get it in linear form, you can either use substitution method, elimination method, or cross multiplication. Any one according to the problem. So I have used here cross multiplication method for solving. You can use elimination, substitution, any method. So after solving, I get P as 1 by 18 and Q as 1 by 36. But X and Y are reciprocals of P and Q. So X is 18 and Y is 36. That means X is total number of days taken by one woman. So that is 18 days. And total days taken by a man to finish the work will be 36 days. Any queries till now?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the last problem of the exercise, after which we will begin with optional. So the last problem, Ruhi travels 300 kilometers to her home, partly by train and partly by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 kilometers by train and the remaining by bus. If she travels 100 kilometers by train and remaining by bus, then she takes 10 minutes longer. Find the speed of the train and the bus separately. So over here, what is remaining constant is the distance. That means she has to cover 300 kilometers and using different modes of transport. So when the modes of transport are changing, the speed is changing. So first, by train, we are taking speed of the train as x kilometer per hour, and by bus, we are taking speed of the bus as y kilometer per hour. Again, we will be using time is equal to distance by speed formula. Now, total journey is 300 kilometer. In case 1, she is covering 60 kilometer by train and the remaining by bus. That means 60 by train and 240 by bus. So both will have different times because the speed is changing. So 60 by x and 240 by y. These will be the time taken by train and bus separately. And total is 4. So 60 by x plus 240 by y is equal to 4. And after simplifying it, that means I have just taken common factors over here and simplified it. So I get 1 by x plus 4 by y equal to 1 by 15. This is the first equation. In second case, she is traveling 100 kilometers by train and the remaining by bus. So that means out of 300, 100 kilometers by train and the remaining 200 kilometers by bus. Now here the total time taken is 10 minutes longer. So you have to convert everything into hours. So that is 10 minutes is 10 by 60 hours. That you will add it to 4 because it is not 10 minutes totally, 10 minutes longer than before. So 4 hours and 10 minutes. So after converting it into hours, I will get 25 by 6 hours. Same way, here you will find time for both separately. So 100 by x is the time for train and 200 by y is the time for bus. And totally it is 25 by 6. So the second equation will be 4 by x plus 8 by y equal to 1 by 6. Then solving the equations, I get y equal to 80 and x equal to 60. That is in kilometer per